Alright, this is Mike Smith, and this is my TNA Wrestling recap for the week. Velvet Sky returned for that title match against Brooke, but it got sabotaged by the Dollhouse. I mean, it was a good title match too, you know? I really didn't approve of the Dollhouse interfering in that match. Why would they interfere in that match? Oh, Jesus, you know? I mean, seriously though. The Wolves, on a good note, they retained the tag team belts. The Wolves, they are an up-and-coming tag team. They remind me of, you know, like tag teams of old. They remind me of the Rock and Roll Express, the Fantastics, even the Hardys. You know, they're just that good of a tag team. I'm just waiting for the day until they decide to split those two up and decide to have one of them go on their own. I think that's going to happen down the road. Bobby Roode goes on to face PJ Black next week for the King of the Mountain. Oh, that's going to be so exciting. I mean, Bobby Roode won that match. And speaking of Bobby Roode, I actually thought that Beer Money was going to reunite there for a minute until Bobby Roode gave James Storm the Roode Bomb. I guess that was wishful thinking, having Beer Money return. But let me give you an idea, TNA. Beer Money versus the Wolves. Did that light bulb click yet? Eric Young, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking taking Chris Melendez's leg like that? You should be shipped out of this country, and you should be stripped of your citizenship. Seriously, though. Seriously. Alright, let's take a time out and see what kind of music they're playing. I want you to show me. All right, back to the wrestling recap. Tigre Uno, Tiger 1. He retained the X Division title. That was a good triple threat match. I mean, TNA is so awesome lately with their triple threat matches. Not only did they have one triple threat match tonight or this week, they had two triple threat matches. Does the WWE have any triple threat matches? No. Does the WWE ever have 2 or 3 title matches on Monday Night Raw? No. And then the shocking thing this week with TNA. Jeff Jarrett turning on Dixie Carter. Jarrett, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I mean, did you actually want to start this war between Global Force and TNA? Although it's going to be interesting to see this war happen. It's going to look like it's shaping up to be similar to the NWO versus WCW. We didn't see Bram this week on TNA. But I see something else. I see a skunk. I see I see a skunk in one of the other buildings. Ooh. I wish I could get my phone over there so I could record it. I didn't catch Jeff Hardy's answer to EC3, but hopefully Matt Hardy does not have to be a personal assistant to EC3. But I also want to see Matt Hardy become the TNA World Champion. Matt Hardy deserves it. And I'm going to continue something that the TNA fans was doing on Impact. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Jeff, too. Thank both of the Hardys. They are keeping TNA going right now. And I got a message for you, James Storm. When Shera gets his hands on you in a match, he's going to destroy you. I think you made a big mistake. You made a huge mistake by kicking him out of the Revolution. What happened when the Horsemen kicked Luger out of the Horsemen? He came back and demolished them. But he couldn't win the world title from Ric Flair, though. I do want to mention one thing on a WWE note, and that's because I still keep track of his career. Sting, what are you thinking going after Seth Rollins? I mean, are you trying to get the WWE World Title? Do you really need another World Title? How many World Titles have you had? I mean, why would you attack Seth Rollins like that? I happen to be a Seth Rollins fan too. So, on Sting and Seth Rollins, I would take Seth Rollins' side. But TNA right now is where it's at. TNA right now, I think, is better than Monday Night Raw, just because of the storylines and because of the young talent. And now you throw in this global force. I think it's. I give it like a couple more years. It could surpass Monday Night Raw. Let's go back to the music here for a little bit. And that has been your TNA report for this week. I will see you next week for the TNA recap. Bye. You have been watching Mike Smith's TNA Wrestling Recap.